Greeting to all, we welcome you back to the Group 1 project video. Our group name is called Gene with Nowadays. Today we will discuss biology like microscope. The members of the group are G1102, G1104, G1109, and G1116.
To begin with, I would like to say that what kind of microscope are there? A compound microscope has a number of lenses with different magnifications, where a simple compound microscope simply has one lens with a limited magnification. So, what is the purpose of the light microscope? Things that are too small to be seen with the human eyes can be magnified using a light microscope. Light microscope enlarge objects using a number of lenses. The next thing I want to say is what gave it the name light microscope. Specimens examined using a light microscope are illuminated by either artificial light, such as a tungsten or halogen lamp, or sunlight reflected through a mirror. Let me explain one more thing over there. What is magnification in a light microscope? So, the magnification of the ocular or eyepiece and the magnification of the objective lens determine the magnification of the light microscope. Multiplying the eyepiece magnification by the objective lens magnification is their overall magnification. The full magnification will result from this. For instance, the overall magnification will be 200x if the objective lens is 20x and the eyepiece is 10x. Both scientists and science enthusiasts use light microscope to magnify microscopic objects such as bacteria. Although they are less photon than substitutes like electron microscope, they are also far less expensive and most useful for occasional use. They enable you to study the tiny cellular structure that comprise the specimen by directing light onto their lenses. However, you must first prepare a slide and set the light and focus on your microscope.
Step 1. Plug your light microscope into the power source. Your light microscope needs the power it has as an illuminator. After positioning your microscope at a level platform, plug in this power wire, turn on the light switch, which is usually found on the microscope and the sides. The light source, the illuminator, should emit light after the switch is flipped. If your microscope focuses natural light onto your side using a mirror, rather than an illuminator omitting step. Step 2. Turn the rotating nose piece to the objective's lens with the lowest power. This is typically 3.58 or 4H, though this may be lower or greater option for other microscopes. In any case, the shortest lens has the lowest power. Start turning the nose piece as soon as you hear the lens click onto position. 2. To prevent breaking or wearing down the nose piece, spin it gently. Step 3. Cover your specimen with a cover slip or glass cover. Cover your specimen slide with a cover slip or glass cover if you haven't previously. Both the specimen of the objective's lens, the vertical lens that hang over the sides, will be safeguarded in this well. 3. Get glass cover and cover slip from internet variants if your microscope does not come with it. Step 4. Using a metal clamp, mount your specimen onto the stage. There are 2 parallel metal clamps on a square, flat surface behind the lens. The specimen is held in place by this, which is known as the stage. To elevate its stage, clip, and the side underneath it, press down on its backhand. Place the chamber exactly in the center of the slide, which has clip resting on the left and right ends. 4. Adjust your slide by hand until the metal clamps are even. The curved metal slide holder should be moved to the side if your microscope has a mechanical stage. Release the curved parts so it is returned to its position after inserting your specimen flush against the straight, fixed side holder. Step 5. To make the objective's lens linger over the side, turn the focus or cross adjustment knob. The big knob on the right side of the microscope is usually the focus knob. The objective's lens on the stage can be moved by turning the focus knob. Make sure there is no room for a piece of paper to fit between the objective's lens and the sides. 5. Keep the focus knob away from the cover slip all the time.
Light should be moved until it is centered of good. Using one hand, gently move the slide until the image is in the middle of your field of vision. Once the image is as clear as possible, start modifying. You may need to switch off the condensers or reduce the light Intensity if you are using a lower power objective lens. To get the move light exposure, adjust the diaphragm, illuminators, and the mirrors. If your microscope have a mirror, put it beneath the stage so that the move light reflects into your slide. If your microscope have an illuminator, turn the amp around the condenser beneath the stage until the light is, of course, as much as possible. The revolving disc beneath the stage that had different holes for light intensity. It is called a diaphragm. Rotates as you tell you get the media effects. Make sure the light is, of course, straight at the center of the symbol or condensers. If your microscope including an illuminators or mirror, focus the image by adjusting the curves and find adjustment nooks. Find the eyepiece by extending its diagonally in your direction. As you turn the nook, look through the eyepiece to get the image into focus. Turn the coarse adjustment nook, the bigger one, so that the objective lens moves out the way from the side in centimeter increments. Now, if you need a more clarity, move the lens the millimeters increments. Use the fine adjustment nook, smaller one. If your microscope has a movable streak, you can move it up and down by turning the coarse adjustment nook. To move the streak away from the lens and downward, turn the nook.
Step 9. Closer to the next strong object is lens and make any necessary last-minute focus adjustment. Rotate and the rotating nose to the next object is lens to the change to the magnification intensity. Once the intensity has been increased, move the fine focus node to make any minor clarity adjustment. At this point, your image should require minimal focusing. If you can focus the object's lens correctly, move the focus node until it hovers above the image. Repeat the previous step to the reduce the condenser, mirror, and the course the fine adjustment node. Step 10. Look at your symbol. Keep both eyes open at all times. Close the other eye can cause eye strain even when you're just using one eye to see through the lens. Additionally, keep in mind that everything is upside down the backward. The image moves to the left when the side is moved to the right, and vice versa. 9. Turn the object's lens knob until it is the highest point away from the specimen after you have finished inspecting it. After gently removing the side and resting the nose pipe to the lowest power length, cover your microscope. And this is Microscope using guide for beginners.